Hello everyone, this is Ryan and lesson 5 of learning HTML and CSS. In this lesson we'll be learning about how to insert JavaScript into our document. Now HTML is the language that is used to structure a web page. In other words, to say where a heading is going to be, where a table is going to be, paragraphs of text or images and so on. So it's purely to do with structure. But often we need another component to the web page, and that is a functional layer. So in terms of function, we could have things like pop-up windows, we could have things like slideshows where the images rotate every few seconds, or we could have a form where you submit the form and it does not allow you to submit the form until you've entered a correct email address and so on. So that's your functional layer. Anything to do with function or functionality, we often use JavaScript as a language to program. So to add JavaScript into your document, you use a script tag, and we say script type equals text / JavaScript, and then you close your script tag. So this kind of syntax you'll see quite often when you do HTML. Firstly, you have a category. In other words, this is a text type of programming language, and then it's JavaScript as a subcategory. So here you also saw the same thing. When we did the character set, we were saying this document is a HTML. It's a text document, but it's an HTML document. So main category text, subcategory HTML, and this whole thing here is known as a MIME type. And every single file extension that we have today has a MIME type associated with it. Okay, so I'll do one quick example of JavaScript for you. Let's open the file, lesson 5. You can see what happens. It pops up a little box with an OK button giving me a message. This is a test. So this is the purpose of an alert. It's just a pop-up that can give you a warning message. Press OK and it will disappear. If I refresh, the JavaScript kicks in again, gives me the same warning message. Press OK. Alright, so a very basic example of JavaScript programming. Now, another way of doing JavaScript is to use an external document, which is actually the preferred way of doing JavaScript. So we create another page and move this JavaScript coding from the HTML file and paste it into the new file. And we save this file. I'm going to call it lesson 5, but not with the HTML extension, with a JS extension for JavaScript. And then all we do in our code is we put in a src, which stands for source, and we refer then to the external document. So we don't need to type anything between the opening and closing script tags anymore, because all the JavaScript is going to be read in from the external file. You can see it's much neater. We don't have all this coding, additional coding that's cluttering up our HTML. We just have pure structure in an HTML file, which makes sense. And then your functional layer will be in a separate file called with a .js file extension. And hopefully it should still work. Yes, it does. Obviously, if you make a spelling mistake in your src, it won't be able to read in that file. It doesn't exist, so nothing happens. So obviously make sure that you refer to the correct file name. This is a relative path, which means that the file must be situated in the same folder as the HTML file. So these two files must be located in the same directory. You could put this in a different directory, but then you would then have to put the name of the directory in front of the file. Okay, Another tag that we can use in combination with JavaScript is the noScript tag. So the noScript tag is used to specify what would happen in the event that the browser does not support JavaScript. So we could say, for example, your browser does not support JavaScript. Okay, if I run it now, the JavaScript runs and that message does not appear. So it's only in the event that the browser does not have JavaScript enabled that that message will appear. So I'll just simulate that by changing the settings of Chrome. If I search for JavaScript, I can go to the option that says do not allow any site to run JavaScript, and now refresh, and you'll see JavaScript has been disabled in Chrome, so that that alternative message comes up, the one that was between the noScript tags, and tells me your browser does not support JavaScript. And you'll notice the alert box didn't pop up. So it's kind of an either or. Either the script tag will run or the noScript tag will run, depending on the situation. If your browser does support JavaScript and it's enabled, then the script tag will run. If your browser does not support JavaScript or it's disabled, then the text between the noScript tags will be displayed. And this ends our lesson in how to insert JavaScript into our HTML document.